So someone gave me a beautiful idea. They wanted me to use a tumultuous wind globe. Yes, more globes. I'm continuing on my journey to make globes maybe be usable. Because if no one's using them, how can we know what buffs they need, right? So yeah, in this one, I'm going to be trying out Tumultuous Wind Globe Yutyphoon. Unfortunately, I'm not brawny because I don't have one. It's brawny, and I don't feel like going to do fossils and then sharding something, then leveling it up. So we're going to work with this one that we've got. But we also have a new move on it, being Bulk Up, I'm pretty sure, because I never showcased that. All right, so here we go into the first one. So yeah, our whole plan today is to use Wind Globe with Tumultuous Yutyphoon. We got Bulk Up, Primal, Nosedive, Wave Wrecker. We are here to just output damage. Because we get a speed boost under the wind, and we also get damage boost because of wind existing, because of strong gusts. Pretty much our whole goal. But it kind of sucks that our ability is really only useful for like the 2 turns that we're going to have it up if we decide to click Bulk Up. But this game, actually, we hit. Wait. Oh my god, we hit everything but Metronet with Yutyphoon this game. My god, this is actually gonna be a really good game. But yeah, how is everyone doing today? I'm doing pretty good. It's been kind of boring. It's really dark in my room now. I'm actually recording this really early. It's 5:14 right now. I usually record these things around like 7, sometimes 8 if I'm really late. So this is weird. It's different. It's a different time. Why am I bringing Brotagon? Just bring Gargolem attack in case the showcase goes wrong so I can still win and get points, you know? That's generally how these things go. But yeah, today's been pretty slow. I'm excited for tonight because the finale of Has Been Season 2 comes out, and I've been waiting for that. Pretty excited for that to come out. Apparently Amazon's going to be spoiling the entirety of the finale like immediately once the episode's release. So I will be I always stay up for, like, here's the thing. I'm a kind of person that there's not enough things that I do in my life right now. So when it comes to things that I am excited for, or I don't know, when it comes to things that I have to do, like I had to wake up really early recently to go to this like electric car convention. I talked about that a little bit. Now I don't have a great sleep schedule because I don't have to do anything, if that makes sense. I don't have to, like, I don't know, I just don't have anything to do. So I don't really ever see an issue with having to just go to sleep whenever I want to, or doing stuff whenever I feel like doing it. Because it's like, if I don't have to do anything, why do I have to follow like a schedule of stuff, you know? But here's the thing. I'm very good at waking up or getting stuff done if I need to. If I need to, I'm very, very good at it. Like, I can wake up early. I can do stuff reliably. I can do stuff. It's just a lot of the time it ends up just not happening. You know, it just doesn't end up happening. Because there's just not enough things for me to do. So I don't know if you account that as lazy, because I just don't have anything to do. Though I have some good news. I finally actually got some responses out of people that I've been wanting to hang out with. It only took 3 months, but hey, we did it. Oh, man. Oh, man. But yeah, I'm not really sure what's going to be happening after tomorrow, because I've pretty much just been excited for the season 2 of Has Been to be done, because, dang, I'm not going to lie. I won't lie. After I've had a lot of thought, this season is very good. Like, goodness gracious, it is a very, very, very well done season. I think for a little bit, I was kind of salty about some specific writing choices, and here's the thing. With a show like that, a lot of the time the writing can be questionable. I have not questioned any writing decision that has been made this season so far. Now, that might be a little contradicting if I said stuff before, but I've gathered like my full thoughts on how I feel about things, and I fully believe that this second season could not have been written better, if that makes sense. All I could say is I think we spent too much time with the main villain, not enough time with the actual main characters of the story. Could I? No, I just died, right? Wait, no. If I just die, the turn's over, right? So I can send this in, and it'll be 3 turns, right? It better not be 2 turns. Good, it is 3. Blind Spot Batter will not do enough to kill me. So I could bulk up here. Yeah, Blind Spot Batter should never do enough to kill me. Unless I just want to kill it, and then see if I can get a lot of work done at this point. I kind of... No, if I bulk up... Wait, because I bulk up, right? I tank it on the melee side. Yeah. This is free. Okay, we're going to get 2 kills here. 2 kills are coming out here. We have Tumultuous, we have Bulk Up off, we're getting 2 kills, 1 will be on Solnecta, something will be on, hopefully something else. Because, again, we hit literally their entire team with YOOOO. Everything gets hit super effectively, besides Metronet, so. As long as we can get that done. But yeah, I've been enjoying this season much more than I enjoyed the first season, and I think that's just generally how it's going to go. Usually, this is what I feel like happens. The first season is good. It prepares you for the second season. The second season is always usually better than the first one. I feel like the second season is always better. Very in specific shows, right? There are some shows where the first season is the only good season, then everything else falls off. But I feel like a lot of the times they improve on season 1 after getting criticism and all that. Even though technically with this specific show, the writing is finished before the seasons are even released. Like, I believe season 3's writing was finished way before season 2 was ever released. So like criticism doesn't really work, but you can still get criticism, right? But anyway, I like season 1. I like season 1 because it introduced me to the world itself. You got more information about it. I think the pacing was pretty meh. It was pretty bad. I think that season 2 took everything that season 1 did correctly, made it better, and then fixed all the problems that season 1 had. Because the pacing has felt really solid. I'm not gonna lie, the pacing, it doesn't feel like it goes from 0 to 10 instantly. So that's what I kind of like about it. And the writing choices make me mad because they make sense plot-wise. I don't want to talk too much about it till the full thing's out, but so far I think that I've been very much so enjoying the second season, and it's a very solid media that I consume. I know that a lot of people have like their own thoughts and opinions about that, like that specific verse. We just lost a lot of our damage, by the way. We lost 25% speed boost, and we lost 30% of our damage, so if we don't kill Obsidian here, that is entirely our fault. We killed it. So far, the globe is working, though. This is not a bad globe user, I don't think. Though I feel like it... I don't know. I think it's fine. Like, the bulk up let us get 2 kills for free, and now we're kind of just killing everything now. Okay, so this I don't know about. It would depend if it's boots. If it's boots, energy surge kills, and then we get to just go into Shachi. Let's keep attacking. Alright, what's up, boots? Probably clutch plushie then, but doesn't matter, we have hazards. Also, someone did want me to talk about the importance of hazard removal. I joke a lot about how I never have hazard removal, and I just don't think it's... I joke a lot about hazards. A lot about hazards. And I need to explain to you, they're very important. Do not let what you see on the screen ever fool you about hazards. They are so important. It's ridiculous. You can't win a game if you do not have hazard removal against someone that does have hazards. I feel like. It depends on like your play style, right? So we just died, but hey, we killed the Metronet with us. And I'll talk about hazard stuff in a little bit because they did want me to mention it because I kind of got dieted by a hazard guy yesterday. So let's talk about that. All right, so yeah, I was talking about hazard removal. So let's look. So like generally when you are using hazards, you are trying to stack up passive damage and you're trying to whittle your opponents down with chip. I feel like hazards generally can be associated with stall teams or balance teams, or if you're running banana split, hyper offense teams. Now, hazards are just generally always going to be good no matter what happens because it's like, think of it like true damage in a way, right? If I'm fighting, let's say this Oxydrake, I get a layer of barbs up, That's what? 1/12 of its health every turn, I believe. Something like that. 1/12. 1/8. Two barbs is 1/6. 3 of them is 1/4. Like, that's how strong hazards can be, and how strong they just are in general. And I definitely downplay it a lot of the time, but hazards are very important, especially if you want to build a good team. It should always have access to barbs, something like that. Hazards, anything like that, it should have access to. I'm not excited for this because now I have to deal with a freaking Gargolem, which I don't want to deal with. I don't have any hazard removal, but the cool thing about this is I don't just entirely need it, if that makes sense, because not everything I have is really hit by them. I'm just gonna do this, and if they ever go for like Mudslide or Gust, I guess I'll just have to just... I guess I do this, and then I try... Oh, they're just going. Sick. Nice. I like when things like this happen. I'm gonna augment then, and try to get Gargolem attacking. Get as much damage as I can on the Gargolem. Is this one of the offensive ones? I'd assume so. But yeah, like, now, last game I had 3 hazards up. This game I'm only having 1. Now, you might be like, why? Why not try to go for more there? You don't really, it depends on your team, but sometimes a lot of teams would want to get to 3 layers of barbs, because again, that's just free damage. But there's some teams where it doesn't matter as much. Like, with my specific team, I could go for either or. Oh, it's a really offensive one. Oh, shoot. Is it going to be Rageful plushie? Oh, I want to see it. I want to see Rageful. But for me, I can choose if I want to go for 3 layers of barbs or just 1 layer of barbs. It doesn't matter that much to what I am using. Because if I get barbs up, it's cool. A lot of the time, I like to get 1 layer up at least to break any of the clutch plushies or clutch abilities in general. Like... If you can just get 1 layer hazards up, you invalidate an entire item and an ability. That's what I feel like is really strong about it. And on top of that, you just get passive chip on everything that switches in, unless it's flying. If it's an air type, like this right here, it wouldn't get affected by barbs. Also, I got melee defense, which I really wanted something else that wasn't that, but hey. Something in me really just wants to punch this thing with Rogue and then just try to win with Terrafly. I'm so down to try that. Like, I could just Rogue. I'm just gonna Rogue it. Screw it. I just want to punch it. Now, if we had 2 layers of barbs up there, we actually just would have killed Dakota. But we didn't. So, again, that can definitely be like, oh, oopsie. That wasn't very good of me, huh? Alright, so we're going to do YOOOO here. Alright, we have 2 of our guys down to 2 of... Oh, a melee attack boost. Wind Globe. Oh, we do not need bulk up. Oh, this is beautiful. Incredible. Okay, no bulk up required here. Alright, they're going for a Soul Burst. We don't care. We just Primal Slash and it dies, which is very, very nice. And now we have 3 turns, or 2 more turns of being really fast with +1 with Tumultuous. Yeah, hazards in general are just really good, and in general, having hazard removal should always be a thing. But I don't really care. Like, if I'm gonna rank grind, like, look, I'm playing the game casually right now. I don't care. I really don't. I could care so much less about my team formatting. I'm just throwing together stuff I enjoy using at the moment than just throwing a Showcase Lumion onto it, and then it works. But if I'm ranking, like, if I'm actually playing a ranked match, then yes, I'm gonna, of course, focus more on actually getting the team to work. Like, I would have hazard removal, I would have hazards, I would have more synergies that make sense. You know, I wouldn't just throw together random stuff, you know? I just don't take the game that seriously. And I think people could not really live by that, but you could think about that too. Like, this is literally it's just a game. Like, I know people get upset about the it's just a game comment, but I'm not saying it in a way that's like your mom or dad just going like, hey, it's just a game, you know, when you're on your 5-year-old Minecraft hardcore world, right? And then you lose it, and then they walk in there and it's like, it's just a game. That's actual pain if that happens to you. But I'm talking in the sense that it's not something that I take seriously, that I consider it to just be a game that I play. That's what I mean when I say it's just a game in regards to like Lumion itself. I don't really take this game seriously. Why have I fought 2 sharp edges Obsidiogons back to back? Well, hey, we should win this though. We can easily go into. So far, this YOOOO is working because we get a damage boost and a speed boost off of the item itself. It low-key works well. Now, if I was Brawny, I actually would have just killed it, but hey, I guess that's the downside, you know? The person wanted me to use Brawny, but I didn't have one, so I just threw on Nimble, and hey, it would have mattered there, so hey, unless we got 2 layers of barbs up, you know, instead of the Augment, but then if we didn't have Augment, it would have got that much damage anyway, so I guess it was literally the Brawny. Yep, that was it. Alrighty, so we're heading into probably our final one. It's really weird. I'm doing this so early that I'm actually going to be able to get this out on time. Hello. I'm actually be able to get this out on time, and normally I'm always freaking late. Okay, so I'm going to talk about hazards here, and this is another great game with hazards, except there could be a... I think, does Cleone still have Gust? I forget if they took that out or not. This is just going to click Earthquake every time it gets in the field because they have no Earth Resist, so this pretty much just wins the game off rip. And if we literally just want to have an entire team made to support Gargoyle attack to get on the field, we just go Luminami because they don't have any oh my god, yeah, we can just do that, huh? And the nice thing is about the Wind Globe is we're going to get the outspeed on the Dorogo after, so as long as we have a singular layer of hazards, we should be completely fine to win the game. I don't really see what can go wrong here as long as I just click Earthquake with Gargoyle attack every time it gets in the field. Well, I like this lead. This is cool. Alright, we're going to go for 1 layer of barbs. Now again, we only need 1 layer of barbs to win this game. We don't need more than 3, but... Only reason I went for 3 against the Solnecta in the first battle is because they were not switching out. The second they would have swapped out, I would have stopped. Like, the second that they did, I would have just been like, hey, nope. Is this persistent? It's not persistent, because if it was persistent, it would have said 5 turns left of near enchantment and not 4. But hey, we now know that it's probably repugnant. I'm just going to go for another layer of barbs. There's Ika. What are we thinking here? Are we thinking a Zip Zap? Are we thinking a Fire Breath? I don't know. I'm just going to go Shachi and I'll think about it because Shachi's not bad here. All we need to do is stall out the near enchantment and then Gargoyle can win the game. YOOOO can also put in a lot of work with its air move. Let's go Shachi. Okay, that hurts. Foul Chant. Ooh, okay, so it's not a... This is just a boom boom Ika. Big damage Ika. Most likely I'm going to die here, but that's okay. We did get our job done, and then we can go into Gargoyle. I could also technically go into YOOOO and just go for an early pop-off and then go into the... I could do that too. Yeah, because it'll be 3 turns. I could also bulk up if I wanted to, but then that's only 1 kill. Or we could get like a bunch... I think it's more worth it here to just go for as much damage as I can go for right now. Like, I just throw out damage. Shachi dying, though, was kind of unexpected. I thought I would have been way tankier there. But I guess this is a, like, smart Power Cuffs Ika. It kind of makes sense, right? It's there to just blow you up. I was thinking at the start it was Goggles, because I was like, that did way too much damage. But no! Probably just Power Cuffs. That art was like Fire Essence, because Fire Essence and Electro Burst did similar damage. They're not going to let me just... I mean, I'm going to nosedive this, right? And they're probably just going to near enchantment, which is kind of an annoying thing. But let's see what they do. They're probably just going to near. I don't see why not. Oh, it's far enchanting. Is he going to go for double enchants? I mean, double enchants just means I stall with Lumi until they're gone. Double enchants, rejuve, dissipate? It wouldn't be that, right? There's no way they would be that. Okay, well, Cleone's dead if it swaps out, so I'm just going to throw out another thing of damage. I mean, I'm down for killing Cleone if it means I can do this. It's primal. If it swaps out, it dies. Because it'll die when... Okay, so that thing's dead. Cleone is dead. They go into Terradescent. They are... Do I have Wobblisk alive? I do have Wobblisk alive, I believe. So yeah, I just go Wobba, then I just Driving Force everything. Literally no fear. Just go straight into Wobba. Technically, Lumi into a Flash of Fleet would have been the better option to take majorly less damage. But it doesn't really matter at this point. Wobba's going to have his Milkshake. I'm just going to Driving Force. Get this Terradescent off of the field. Alright, driving. I mean, so far this game is looking great for... Oh, there's the thing I was a little worried about. This thing is actually very scary. Really thinking about it, because nothing I have can actually kill it effectively. It would need to be Luminami that comes in. I would need to bitter cold it somehow. Dorogo's a problem. If I bitter cold it now and then go Lumi, he'll be at +4 though. That's kind of the issue. I can't do that. Yeah, I can't do that. That's too much. Too much damage that I can't take right now. Actually, I might have been able to bitter cold and survive the hit. Maybe. Terradescent's in. Okay, I need to save Wobblisk for a sack. So we're going to go into Lumi and Flash and Flee. Only real issue is if they Drudge, then Luminami's going to have to kill it somehow. Alright, Lumi has to come in. We got a lot of damage though, so that's good. It is very good. I maybe could have bitter colded. Maybe. I don't know if it would have been worth it though. Alright, I'm going to Flash and Flee. They go into Shrimp Post. Oh god. I'm sorry for your loss for using Shrimp Post. Goodness. This is Lumine's actual... It's bad. Do not use Shrimp Post, man. It's just bad. I've had people try their best to convince me that it's good, but it doesn't do anything. It's just there. Shrimp Post is literally just there. That's all it is. It's just... Like, look. It didn't even do anything. You cannot tell me that's good. Because it's not. Alright, this is the issue. My only option is to sack this and go Lumi and pray it can live Dark Search. Then I can Flash and Flee, and then not get flinched. That's my only shot, because I forgot they had Dorogo, and I brought Wobblisk for Dorogo. Yeah, this is my only option. Because I can't outspeed it with YOOOO because my globe is used up. Luminami has to tank a Dark Search, which I'm fairly certain it will. But we're gonna find out, because this might be bad, or it might be good. So I think it's Goggles. No? Are you really just committing to that? Why? Are you only Draco Beam? I'm confused. Were you Oh, maybe they were thinking I would go for some kind of predict? Like, maybe I had a random Eclipse in the pocket? I'm not sure, but all I know is you have a Terradescent and you have a Cleone that's going to die to hazards. And your Ika died, your Dorogo died, your Shrimp Post died. So all I know is I'm going to click Gnarly Gash. Yeah, not bad. Not bad in the slightest. Gnarly Gash. And down goes the Terradescent. I mean, if I just went into this at any other point in the game, I would have just killed everything. But we got use out of the YOOOO, which is nice. Always like to see that. I really feel like all I gotta do to make the globes better, because I've been using globes a lot. Literally just extend them by 1 turn. I think that would be the best thing to do. And also make it so it doesn't proc immediately upon switch in, but it procs at the end of the turn. Do not let it proc immediately on switch in, because then it gets a turn used up. I think if you let it do that, you make them 4 turns, and then you make them proc at the end of the turn, I don't see any issues with that, personally. Because then you always get 4 turns with them. So if I could bulk up with YOOOO and then have 3 turns of just big damage, and then it's over. I guess you could say that's like kind of a replacement for the weather ability. So if you wanted to start, just make it so it always procs at the end of the turn. So you always get the 3 turns, no matter what switching you do. But yeah, hopefully everyone had a good time, and I'll see everyone later. Bye!